So when we are conceived, and from about 6 weeks on in utero, the brain starts to develop. And primitive reflexes are what gets the brain online. It's the way that the body has to grow the brain, and to grow in particular the brain and neural connections. So a primitive reflex is a series of neurodevelopmental movements that get the brain to connect the brain up. And in it are different parts. So for example, at about 8 weeks, you're sort of jigging about in mummy's belly like this. And this little movement here, which we call a jiggy movement, well, I call it a jiggy movement. Every time there's an impact and the baby goes like this, and like this, then actual neurons grow at the same time that our flesh and bones and all of that is growing. So that movement, this jiggy movement, is a primitive reflex move. And if you've had a baby, you'll know that we stick the baby on the shoulder and we jig it, and the baby often goes to sleep and relaxes when it does that movement because it has a certain effect. So each reflex, and it's like a tree. You start at the roots, and then as you grow older, you go up and you grow bigger, and then by the time the whole brain is connected, you've got the branches at the top. The roots are the survival reflexes. And we know them, I guess, as freeze, fawn, fight, flight. And these sort of responses are automatic. And this is what we need to understand about the primitive reflex system, is that it's working automatically. There is no way that we can control it. It just happens to us, particularly the survival reflexes. They just happen to us when we perceive that we are in some kind of danger.